57 on the ground. He threw for 282. So are you combining those yardages to get 10 per play?
Yeah, When you do 280 and then the 282 and then the 57 will get you, 340 on 40 plays. It's not quite 10 per play, but
Pepe, you made a face when I brought up fantasy and who you're facing. Did you go up against Fields or Moore or both?
Well, I went up against Will Chambers, who drafted, I guess, the entire Bears lineup.
Of course,
the 1 week you can't face Will Chambers here, the Bears fanatic. He is DJ Moore. You want to guess how many points he had for the night?
41.
Now
close.
Less.
More.
More? DJ
had more.
Moore?
Oh, it's a PPR league.
How many?
It?
49. But that's not all. He also wanted to pick up Cole Kmet, their tight end, who had 15.2. Oh, and he drafted their kicker, Santos, who had 17. I am down 81.2 to 27 after Thursday night football. I had two guys. I had Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, I'd feel good if I had 27 points if I were you. He's got 81.
He's projected to beat me by 65. So, and I'm 1-3 in the league. So, bottom of the league once again.
There's a reason we canceled your fantasy segment after 1 week and last year. 877-881-1053 is the TruckRack.com text line. 877-881-1053. So, Chicago got right out of the gate. I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch some other TV with my wife. It's 27-3 at halftime. And then I'm like, you know what? Before I go to sleep, I'm just going to check the score. And here, Washington starts coming back. So I switch over to the game. They have the missed field goal. That was a killer for them. It was a 10-point game. They missed the field goal to make it 7. Chicago then gets the final DJ Moore touchdown on a gamble play from Washington's corner. And a bad loss for Washington. Here we are again with the Commanders with a record of 2-3 and an awful loss to the Bears when they were trying to start off this brand new tenure of ownership with Josh Harris and Magic.
Yeah, it's a bad loss, man. Like this is if you're going to make the postseason,
they got handled too.
They did, they really did. And if you're going to make the postseason and you're Washington, and you've got to go up against, you have 3 more games with Philadelphia and the Cowboys. Those are 3 losses. You can't afford to lose games to Chicago. Leave Chicago to beat Denver, which they should have done last week. Leave them to beat, maybe they win against Minnesota, but don't sit there and lose to the Bears when you're Washington. You're trying to make a postseason. Can't do that. And their offense, which had been pretty good, fairly good this year, looked pretty stale.
Well, after starting off 2-0, they've now lost 3 in a row. So they are at Atlanta, at the Giants, and then the Eagles at home for the next 3 coming up for the sorry Commanders, who will always be at the